going to be doing a romantic, slightly sultry smoky eye. And excuse my hair, I know it looks pretty bad at the moment, but I just dyed it again. I got my roots done blonde and everything, so I don't want to put too much heat on my hair, so excuse the mess, but let's get started. So first off, I'm going to be using this professional, of course it's this professional. It's my favourite to apply before I put my makeup on. I have really large pores, especially around this area here. So basically the T-zone, it's just, I'm not even going to say it, it's horrible. My pores are so massive, thanks Dad, because he has the same. So I love using this because it's so smooth and velvety on the face. It just really helps fill in those pores of mine. Next I'm going to pop on some foundation, so I'm using the NW13 Studio Fix Fluid. I don't use too much of it these days because I don't need a complete coverage, I think, in my opinion at least. So I've just been using like a little bit and really spreading it over the face. Wow, I look so lovely. So you can see this is like half a pump, and it really does go a long way if you spread it out. So now I've popped that on, I'm going to be using this pen here. So this is the Estee Lauder Ideal Light Brush On Illuminator. I've really been loving this just because it's not really heavy and it doesn't go cakey under the eyes. But I do only apply a little bit, so I'm not entirely sure how it would work if you applied a lot on the area. But I just put a little bit under the eyes. I don't have too much darkness, but I mean, can't help. This is the stupidest thing. Can't hurt putting a little bit on in certain areas. So just put it in those parts of the face. And of course you can use a beauty blender. I still haven't got the hang of mine because I haven't opened it. So I'm just going to dab that in with this kabuki brush from Sigma. Maybe I should use a beauty blender in my next tutorial. I feel like it would be a real big fail though, so you guys would end up laughing at me. But I mean, hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain. You can see it gives that little bit more coverage in those areas as well. Alrighty, so I'm going to be using this powder here, which is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25-hour powder. I'm very excited because I hope that it stays true to its word and lasts 25 hours. Just going to use this powder puff, and I'm only using a little bit so it's more setting because I don't need any more coverage. Anyway, I hope you guys had an awesome Christmas and New Year's. I'm sorry that I haven't been around to film more videos. I did the most stupid thing though. I went over, none of my family lives where I live, so I went over and stayed with them, and it's a long drive to get to where they are. And I left my camera here. So I had nothing to film with, none of my gear, and I didn't want to half-ass it and put something that was like really average looking up for you guys. So I thought I might as well wait. Now that we've set that with powder, we're going to go on to the eyes. I'm going to be taking this paint pot, which is Painterly, and just popping a little bit over the eyelids. So what I like to do is use a brush to apply it on the eye, and then I use my finger to blend it out, because when you use your finger, same with concealer under the eyes, what it's going to do is it's actually going to melt it a little bit more, and you'll find it doesn't look as thick or cakey on the eyes. We're using Antiqued, which is an eyeshadow from MAC, and I'm just going to pack that all over the eyelids. Once you've popped it on the eyes like this, you want to grab a blending brush and just blend that out with windscreen wiper motions. I'm sorry if you can hear a plane in the background. I think we live right under, like, I don't know what you call it, like the path, the crossway, whatever, but they're always flying over top, so you can always hear them. So once you've blended out the eyeshadow, you're going to take a medium brown, which I'm going to be using this one, which is Charcoal Brown by MAC. And I'm going to take this flat defining brush, which is just a really flat squared off brush, and smoke out that lower lash line. Of course you can use a pencil brush as well. Personally I just like these because you can really pack it on under the eye. I know it looks funny, excuse my messy hair. I know it looks funny with no face makeup on basically, so what I'm going to do once I've finished the eyeshadow is pop on some bronzer at least because I'm like a ghost. And once you've done that, you want to take a blending brush and just really smoke out that lower lash line. Just cover up my whole face with my hand. Then once you've blended that out, we're going to be taking a white eyeliner and just putting that in the lower waterline. Just so even though we've got a really nice smoky eye going on, we're going to have wide, bright eyes too. I really wanted to create this smoky eye with no liner or anything so people can see that if you don't feel comfortable with extremely dark colours or gel liner or liquid liner, you don't actually have to use those. Okay, now going back onto the face, we're using this Sleek palette, which is the Contour Kit in Light. Because I'm so pale, I can't use any dark colours. Starting on the cheeks and brushing up against the hairline as well. Just pulling my hair back. And blending it through the cheeks. And slightly down underneath the jaw as well, just so we really warm up the face. I mean, you can see that I need a lot of warming. Now I'm not as much of a pale ghost, so we're going to be using this Milani Baked Blush. That's the colour there. It's so beautiful. It's like a really soft coral peach, and it's in the shade Lumineso. We're just popping a little bit on the cheeks there. Not too much, but just so we have a little bit of colour. And we're going to be using the highlight colour there, which is in that same Sleek palette, and popping that on the cheekbones and lightly above the brow as well. Because we want to glow. So just above the cheekbone, and then there, and then the same on the other side. Ooh, I love that sparkle. It's really nice. I feel like this would suit everyone as well because it's not too peachy, it's not too pinky. It's just very nice. And we also want to pop some of that in the inner corner as well. So we have a very nice glowing, bright inner corner of the eye. Oh yes, pretty. I really want to go and do some shopping. I don't know if that's a good idea. I feel like the lighting keeps changing really badly in here at the moment. It's super cloudy outside and super grey. So please excuse that because obviously I can't control the weather, even though I would really like to sometimes. Especially the last couple of days it's been pouring down. Not nice. Going back onto the brows now. We're using the exact same brown shade which we use under the eye, under the lower lash line I should say. So I'm just using an angled brush. What I like to do is keep it quite bare, except I draw a line underneath the brow like that, and then I use my spoolie afterwards to brush it up through the brow so it's not a really harsh start to the brow. Once both brows are on, you want to use the spoolie sides of the little brush, in case you don't know what that was, because I know it's such a weird name, and just lightly brush the product up from beneath. So you can see there, you're moving the product around so it looks like the brow's nicely done, but it doesn't look like you've drawn on the whole brow like that. And you still get very defined, nice brows. Here's all fan of pain. Is that just me or is the lighting super dark at the moment? Oh, why you do this to me? Okay, going back onto the eyes, we're going to pop some mascara on. So I'm going to be using this Jordana mascara. I think it's just a regular one in shade 01 Black. Only going to pop a little bit on the eyes just because I'm popping false lashes on, and personally I like to put a little bit of mascara on after I've popped the false lashes on. I know it makes them not last as long, but that's just my jam, so I don't like to put too much on. I kind of like coat the bottom. I'm so surprised that I didn't get mascara like anywhere else. Been really bad lately and just getting it like on my nose and on my face and just turn into a mess. So good job, Chloe, pat on the back for today. Okay, where are my lashes? So the lashes that I'm using are from the XOBeauty line, and they were in here. I got one of the packs, but I've taken them out already. They are the Gold Digger lashes though, just so you know. And we're going to pop some glue on and let that dry for 30 seconds, so I'll be back in a second. I like to use my tweezers, and we've got the glue on it, so we've set the glue, or like you let the glue rest on the band for about 30 seconds just so it sets a little bit more. And I just grab one end with the tweezers and I use my fingers for the other side. Oh, we're getting a little bit of glue up underneath those eyebrows now. And we're just going to do the same for the other side. So grab one end and flip them on. Just going to slip them on. Sometimes the corners of my eyes act really bad and play up when I put false lashes on because they're quite sensitive, so they're like, no, what are you doing? Why you not stay down? Alrighty, so while they're drying, because you can kind of see the glue a little bit in the band still, I'm going to be using this Gerard Cosmetics 1995 lipstick. This was the Jaclyn Hill colour, but I think she disassociated herself with the brand for some reason. I'm not entirely sure, I never found out why, but anyway, that's the colour we're using. Anyway, so this is the finished makeup look. I really like the colours on, especially the lip combination with antiqued eyeshadow. Oh, yay! Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit-chat rambling video of my makeup look. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see next. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!